Hello, this is day 7 of my uh, public speaking journey. Uh, Today the topic that I'm going to speak is the waste disposal of Bangalore. So the only thing that I know is about Bangalore because I stay in Bangalore. So one side we Bangaloreans say about culture and other things, and another side we dump the things. We say we love our nation, we love our place, we love our mother tongue, and the rest of the things. But when we dump the waste in our own neighborhood, what does that say about ourselves, who we are? See, even me, I try my best to make the place. From my side, I try my best to keep things clean. But when the people who say about culture and language and importance to the motherland, uh, they once say one thing, they do another thing. So the another thing must be the infrastructure. The way disposal in Bangalore must be very bad because day to day, every day they come and collect waste. I mean garbage every day, which is a good thing. But there is a limitation for the collection of garbage collection. I mean, what if there is a huge thing that need to be disposed of? Where do we actually dispose it? That is one question, because if we have a big glass product, they don't collect it. If there is a big thing to get disposed of, they don't collect it. What is the what must be done to get things disposed? So there are startups who actually come and collect these kind of garbage from us. But is there a limitation to that? So we have to research upon how to dispose of such things, especially things which are not important. Mostly this BBMP collection is focused on the wet waste and dry waste, which can be recycled. The wet waste are used for the agriculture purposes, as a manure. We are converted into manure and used for agriculture purposes. And the wet waste, which is actually the wet waste, the dry waste, is for other sort of recycling, like plastic recycling and other paper and etc. Everything is good, but still, another is it still is it perfect? I don't think so, because the bucket size, the auto tipper bucket size, it's actually very small. You have to see the design of that bucket size. I mean, in a residential area, this might be enough. This would be enough. The design is perfect for a residential area. But as a metropolitan city, a city like Bangalore, 75 to 80% of our life is spent mostly on the offices and other places. So when you see who stays in the house in cities like Bangalore, only a few people, work from home people or housewives stay there. So the waste is never the waste that we get in or the garbage that found in a house is lesser than that of garbage and waste that we get rid of. The waste that we find in offices and schools and other facilities. The main reason is we work for a 9 to 5, or we work for 12 hours business time, or school spends most of the time in school. So we take lunch to the waste is thrown inside the office garbages. And so such a thing. So nearly 60 to 70 to 80% maybe, or 90 even, comes from the corporate sectors and schools and colleges and other public sectors, not from residents. So the bucket size is perfect for the residential areas. And one thing that I noticed is the same bucket is used to collect garbage in corporate areas, corporate or office areas or factories. The same. Uh, that is illogical. And one more thing is, we, in a resident, we actually care about separating the waste, the wet waste one side, and other uh, dry waste another side. We focus on that. But when it comes to office spaces, we just throw it anywhere, and they have to collect it. Imagine 70 to 80% of the garbage is not separated, wet waste and dry waste. They just mixed in and just throw it outside. So can you think of the difficulties that the employees must, BBMP employees must, take care of? I mean, the corporate is filled with intellectuals. I mean, the corporate is filled with intellectuals, but these idiots who don't. I'm sorry. They don't even care about dividing the waste. I mean, they are the intellectuals of a nation, like corporates and engineers and other people who works 9 to 5, spending a lot of time in corporate world. So they bring the lunch, they throw it inside a paper in a single basket. They don't separate it, even though they dispose. We have 2 to 3 baskets, different baskets for each dry and wet waste. They don't do that. They just mix everything and just throw it out. But when it comes to residents, they have a separate one plastic waste, because they will be questioned. They will be questioned directly. That's the main reason this is happening. I mean, we have to know the importance of these things. This wet waste is used for manures, for the agricultural purpose. Another one, to get rid of, recycle. These products must be recycled. So people has to understand. Those who call it educated, those who getting interviewed and getting an IQ test, but they fail in such small things. This really saddens. So where are we going forward? So same. Bangalore is going to be a garbage city than a garden city now. And the residents also. So most of the way they don't care about. They just dump it at the 8 o'clock. They just go dump. And even we as people, we don't know what to do now. How do we dispose the waste? How do we? It's also difficult in Bangalore. Some waste cannot be disposed, or even they don't collect the disposal. What do we do? In certain situations, what should we do? So the government must actually provide a system where we can actually dispose of different kinds of waste. I mean, not just smaller ones, and the bucket size. So what should we do if we have a different, bigger things? Yes, we do have private scrap companies who collect some, but even they don't collect some waste, some some things which even they don't do because it's not profitable. So there are unprofitable garbages also. There are profitable, like wet waste. There are recyclable, profitable, like electronic waste and plastic waste. But there are certain waste which no one takes. So where do we dump all these things in Bangalore? So we need a system which actually also focuses on that also. And when it comes to waste disposals, what about electronics waste? Are we correctly placing the words are not coming. How do we actually recycle electronic waste? So most of we are using even though it's a small electronic things like headphones and earphones. How do we actually dispose of these things? Are very useful things. The things that we platinums and gold and nickel, copper comes out of these small electronics items, and the plastic. How do you dispose this? Is the government focusing on recycling all these things? And the plastic is one of the most dangerous thing in the world, because thing which is actually, it's not even biodegradable. How are we disposing all these things? You can see plastic everywhere. So one of the things that we can say is it's used as an energy. You can use it as an energy. So when you convert into fuel, plastic can be converted into fuel, because it is also made out of crude oil. So plastic can be converted into fuel. Or there is another district in Karnataka which is using the same plastic as electricity. So they convert the plastic into electricity, convert into fuel and fuel into electricity. Such a great ideas, innovative ideas are there to get disposed of, to recycle plastic. So plastic, and the main thing is plastic is very difficult to recycle. The issue is the plastic is very difficult to recycle, because instead of not difficult, it takes more cost than producing new plastic materials. So recycling plastic is very, it's not budget friendly. So that's the reason most of the industries focus more on creating new plastic things than recycling plastic. So what should we do? So what Bangalore, what India should do is that we find plastic garbage everywhere, which isn't biodegradable. So why don't we collect it and convert into fuel or such electricity? So wouldn't be that eco-friendly, and like it would produce pollution, but carbon, we can use it near less carbon emission areas. Carbon emitted area, I don't know the right word, but why aren't we actually focusing on such things? So is Bangalore going to be a garbage city or a garden city? So people has to choose it. And what kind of infrastructure we have, the government has to build to make sure it doesn't turn into a garbage city, and what the citizens of India should do. How do we to focus also, because as I told you, the corporates are the one who are called qualified, qualified intellectuals are the ones who are dumping. They are combining all things, even though baskets are provided, wet waste, dry waste. They don't throw, they throw everything into one thing. Then they collect it, and they throw it into this, give it to the, So imagine the struggles. Residents, that's all right. We have to analyze all these things. Residents only stay from the residence for, they just come, the morning they go to work, 9 to 5, they eat their lunch, they have their coffee, they have their tea, everything in the outside world, not inside the house. Most of the residents work, eat their lunch. Residents, school students, what do? They have their lunch in the schools. They don't come, not everyone comes to the house. They all have their lunches and dinners in the schools and offices and other areas, not inside the house. They only stay for Saturdays and Sundays at the house on Saturdays and Sundays, some only in the Sundays. So most 75-80% would come from the industrial areas and corporate areas and schools, not just from the residents. So government has to calculate all these, analyze all these things, separate all these things, and find ideas to you know, improve the ecosystem or improve the environment. That's it. So the points were, people have to focus on who they are. If they are ready to throw the waste in the public, in their own society, they have to focus on how to change it. Another one is, do the government provide the right infrastructure to throw waste? Sometimes the waste or the garbage which is not profitable. So it's always runs on profit. But the only government is the only thing that doesn't focus on profit. Shouldn't only focus on profit. So we need a certain disposal thing. So government, certain plastics, certain items government won't take. Sorry, the other industries won't take. I mean, recycling won't take. So what do we do with those waste? How do we actually dispose of this? And one more thing is that there are a lot of recycling startups are there in Bangalore, which is good to see. Good to see. A lot of recycling startups. I hope they also find new ideas to improve the system very well. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. This is what I want to say. I think I'm getting more and more confident with what I'm saying. If I go like this, keep on saying the same thing, repeating the same mistakes while communicating. I don't know whether to. So it's a everyday practice. I'm doing the everyday practice, but am I improving in the public speaking? Is what I am concerned about. So for now, this is actually good, but I have to improve the grammar, articulation, in the improvement of the articulation. So these kind of videos may not, I wouldn't be posting these kind of videos in the later days. I'll be focusing more on the practice also. So thank you. But I'll be posting videos. Let's see. Thank you for watching, and if you have any feedbacks, please give me your feedback so that I could improve my language skills and public speaking skills and confidence. Sometimes even I'm not confident with my own voice. Should I change my voice? No, after listening to my own voice every day, it seems like I'm more liking my voice. Thank you. Let's see tomorrow. So thank you. That's it.